LDLC were able to edge it out 16-12. Next, 26-18, and Toinu 26-13. Two very impressive stat lines.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the star performance from both teams. Next, usually you expect to see Tabsa be in the top of the scoreboard for Big, especially on a map like Overpass as well, or Kiev. Next, they're obviously having a massive impact in the first half, especially on the CT side. Next was real killer towards that B site, but then again, how many kills were funneled towards him? LDLC definitely favouring that B site on their T side. Yeah,
really impressive stuff. Of course, Alex as well, a very good game from him all around. But map 2 is what we look towards. Cash is going to be the battleground. I'm curious to see how the odds have changed. 1.53 for Big, 2.35 for LDLC.
Wow.
That's a shift.
The odds have actually gone in favour more for LDLC. As in, like, LDLC to lose, sorry, so Big to win. There's a lot of value on that bet there. Wow, that's a very good bet right now in favour of LDLC. Then again, I feel like Cash definitely should be Big's map. I said if it was going to be a 1-1, I actually thought Big would win Overpass and LDLC would win Cash. Then again, the force by win and the 16-13, 16-12 scoreline. It was a very close game, but LDLC, with the addition of Devil, seemed to be definitely showing us some new form.
Well, this is what I was saying right at the start of the show. They have came up to surprise us. I know we don't expect it, and I know we have a lot of doubt in them, but this month has been very good for them, and that's something we can't not knock at the end of the day, especially with the MV result, which we are still taking with a pinch of salt. I'm fully aware.
Yep.
But it was a good result either way. Now they've had picked up a map here as well. They're running for that 2-0. This is looking like a very exciting Pro League for them.
It is indeed. I actually can't remember where they're sitted at right now on the table. Can we get the,
table? Production, we'd love throwing
Rob,
the bus.
Can you show us the table real quick, just so I can actually see where LDLC are right now?
There we go.
Look at that, still up. 10th right now. Obviously 4-3. If they, Rob, is that updated for the game that they just won or not?
It's
okay,
not.
So it's not. So really, it should be 5-3, and they should actually be situated. What's the round difference? 8. So they should be above Ninjas Pajamas as well. So they might actually be 7th right now. Oh, sorry, 8th. If they win this map here as well, and they go 6-3. Then that puts them, well, instantly all the way up to 4th, actually taking over Big. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, I didn't say, but
so this is a big win. Obviously, the table is very close together right now. Teams across the board, across Season 6 of Pro League, are very evenly matched.
So what always happens, though, towards the end of Pro League, right? When you get towards Week 4, the conclusion of Week 4, and you build in towards Week 6, 7, and 8, things start to really just get up in the air. The table changes so much.
Yeah, I mean, the difference between 4th right now, who's Big, and also Na'Vi is 2 wins. But obviously, games played and round difference, but LDLC's round difference is actually fairly average as well. I believe Big's is higher, but obviously Big right now are going to go 5-5 because they've lost this map. And then for LDLC, if they can get to 6-3, then they'll be laughing.
Have to say, unlucky for Mouse Sports. Not looking good, is it?
Yeah.
They've only played 7 games though. I thought
we casted them versus, was it Fnatic?
Yes, I think so.
And they got absolutely owned, didn't they? Yeah,
Probably
1-6 right now. For Mouse Sports, they came hot off of the ESG win as well. So in terms of LAN performance, they've been doing well. Obviously, LAN versus online, big questions there. But a lot of these teams, they need time. Mouse Sports definitely need time. A team like Big, you know, their roster's fairly set and done. Sorry. Obviously playing the major and also qualifying for Pro League as well. This Solid 5 has been together for months and months now. Ever since, what, March maybe?
It's certainly been a team to keep an eye on. But either way, Cash resumes. It is going to be a pistol play leading towards that B side. God B put under pressure, tapping away 2 very dismissive headshots. Now looking for a third, but will find himself smoked off. Maniac picking up that bomb, quickly darting on over towards the site. Should be able to get it down for B main, which is crucial for his team.
Yeah. Human advantage run up for Big as the retake shall begin. Kit, double flashbang as well, so there's no smoke for the bomb, but they can flash in and try and see if they can blind Devil in existence. And of course, Maniac, let's see what they can do here. Maniac only have a flashbang as well, no Kevlar. This has to be a big flash and well timed at that.
Flash does come through. Maniac given that chance, peeks out. Existence playing with him, of course, leads to the early kill. The Plounton coming out from Big. It's kind of working out somewhat. I mean, you've got Tabson and Nex both firing off. And somehow the kills all fall into place. It literally was just a fountain of players, right? They've just dropped down for heaven, came in through CT. They were everywhere, but in the center of sight.
Yeah, LDLC played that one well as well. Initially got Big in the first 2 entry kills. That can happen sometimes, especially when it's the UP versus the Glock. But actually, LDLC played it correctly. One of the biggest issues I see when I'm playing, you know, ESCA pugs or Face It pugs is when you're taking that B site, you make sure you run, you cross B main, you go checkers, you go under heaven, and then you cross CT when you're close to CT instead of trying to cross it up ramp. But anyway, that's just a little nitpick. But from LDLC, that's a very well-timed flash there from Maniac. Sorry, actually blinding up 3 players towards CT lower. The problem is though, Existence and Co just not landed the headshots. That definitely could have been around for LDLC. Nevertheless, the execution comes in the play towards A.
Next, just going to be holding there with the trusty MP9, already mowing down Maniac, hungry for more. Bomb plant secured is a pretty big win for LDLC in itself, bear in mind. Playing the site with the CZ, the rest, of course, all on SMGs. Alex, such a good position. A huge flank onto 2 blind players. 1 kill already found, the Dink as well, following up with a second on towards Legia. Simple as that. Now Big completely distracted. Trying to force the engagement will be God B, but that bomb is ticking. They do have the kid on Tabson, but they got across Toinu, disallowing that, finds the kill for himself, causing such a distraction in Forklift. Leaving just Tabson alone, he's on the bomb. Shots should be coming through, they go for a stab, Alex! Killing his teammate, oh no, it's all gone wrong!
I mean, for LDLC,
your face says it all, honestly.
At least, yeah, disappointment, wasn't it? Straight disappointment.
Oh.
So, for LDLC, the reason they had Kevlar, CZs, and Utility was they got the bomb down in the pistol, of course.
That's a pause.
Yeah, you definitely take a breather after that one. But, you get the bomb down in the pistol round, and usually teams will eco that second round so they can 4-buy into round number 3. LDLC, they went for the risk there, they went for the force buy, even though they could have bought into the next round, and now they're going to be forced to go into the eco. But then again, this is, okay, one of the reasons I think they paused as well is they're discussing whether or not to buy. Big, I'm not sure actually if Alex got the final kill there after the round ended, did you see?
The thing that's on my mind was the knife even hitting him? I'm sorry, I just...
No, I meant after,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So if Big have 0 players staying alive or 1 player staying alive, LDLC know that Big's money is very, very low. The question is, do you take the risk, go for the force buy, and look at this, I mean, they have the buy here. 2 M4s, make it 3 hours, Legios drop 1. FAMAS and UMP, but they have no money apart from that. They have no money stacked away for a rainy day just in case LDLC won the round. So if LDLC forced this round and won it, then yeah, it would go 2-1. Big would have to force buy again, or eco 2-2, 3-2. So actually LDLC could have took 3 rounds if they did win this one. So it has been a weird buy here. Only Devil buying up the AK, being dropped the AK, sorry. And of course buying up Kevlar. So Devil all to play for here.
Shots already coming through from Kiev. A simple frag on towards Existence. Tabson, a headshot on towards Alex, already just picking apart LDLC. Because it has to be said, Alex didn't learn anything in uni. Saving money is totally overrated. You don't need to worry about that.
We saw Mansports go for this exact same buy, where 2 players would force buy. Devil would force for the Kevlar and nades, and then obviously a player would drop him the AK. So into the next round, LDLC can still go for their weird UMP buy if they wanted to. 2 UMPs and 3 AKs, so it's not really another world here for LDLC, even if they lose a round.
Legia, nice impatient stuff towards Heaven, not going to be facing just yet. God B prompting him to peek, does allow for both of them to get picked respectively. Toinu securing the trade on towards Kiev. God B back of sight. Toinu has no idea, just going to go for the plan. But God B lets it through.
It's good money though, $800 there for LDLC. That could be the difference between UMPs and AKs. 3-round loss bonus, 2.4k, plus the extra $800, 3.2k. So Devil can now buy a UMP. Alex can now buy an AK as well. So because of the plant, LDLC should be able to buy.
Such a distinguishing factor in the round, really. Also, of course, you have to mention, it brings out the chance of an AWP if they want it. Toinu does have $6,800 to spend. Yeah,
and he will be going for the AWP as well. Can buy some good utility as well behind it. So it's going to be the UMP and Devil, as mentioned before. 3 AKs and the AWP onto Toinu. So, LDLC versus Envious. LDLC only let slip 1 buy round. They won the map 16-7, they lost both pistols. They won 16 buy rounds and lost 1 buy round. So, can they keep forward that momentum and that pace?
Oh, Toinu with a nice entry in A main. Through the box on towards Tabson, was taking the contact peek. Kiev through in towards Checkers. Gonna jump on around, securing a very nice trade early on. Doesn't grab the rifle though, unfortunately, which does keep him stuck on that UMP, but I don't think that's the biggest of issues. The play towards A looking very, very ripe at this point for LDLC. They're just gonna hop on through the smoke once again. Alex feeling so confident. Legia in a good position from Fork, but look at the aggression from Alex, and it's boding so well for LDLC as they get pick after pick. Legia finally doing something from Fork. But Existence, he's already on B. The rotate was called very well early on. It's all gone up well for LDLC, really, isn't it?
Yeah, bomb can be planted now as well. You're going to have existence towards Checkers. The bomb's planted for Checkers. But now Big going to realize the bomb is planted towards the B-bomb site. Nex and Legia both have kits. Smoke, Molotov onto Nex. Question is, though, have they already forfeited too much time here as they do try and make the transition towards the B-bomb site?
It is working on down. You're walking in towards the distance who's got a lock on Vent. Does mean it is now all on one man. Being low, buys him a chance. Toinu has the AWP though, and he'll be locked into Checkers as well. Both players down to a T. LDLC, of course, they're first. But due to the economy of Big, something you really rallied home in that previous round. It's a first that could lead to many more.
Here comes the force by now from Big. The fact that they lost 5 players in the round where LDLC nearly won that force buy in round number 2 means their money hasn't been able to establish a good enough economy going into this one. So, LDLC, if they can chain 2 rounds together here, and add some consistency on their buy rounds, make it 3-2, force out an eco, 3-3, and then they're the ones with the monetary advantage going forward where they can constantly try and break the bank from Big. And that's really what you do on your T-side cash.
Legia nearly looking for an opportunity, but now I'm going to be completely blind, but just within the nick of a second.
Yeah.
Was able to survive towards white box.
Failed Molotov there towards boost as well, allowed for the early presence towards mid from LDLC. And when you lose control of middle, you have to make a reaction play towards one of the halves of the map. Either retake A main or try retake B main. The question is, where do Big opt to try and retake? And if they don't, where are they going to try and get some information? Because right now, their back's against the ropes.
Potentially could see a connector swing from Legia. Just judging by the way he keeps moving backwards and forwards.
There's no flashbang though on the A side. Actually, there is. Tabson has a flashbang for middle, and there it is. So this could be the swing here towards middle.
There you go, Next taking the contact on towards Alex, wins it hands down, now can spot towards Vent as well. A second peek looking likely existence. Completely none the wiser that's going to be the case. Next in such a valuable spot, it can spin backwards and forwards from mid to door through towards A main, covering the cross towards that A site in its whole entirety. It's perfect. You've got Legia as well supporting from Car. That's just a cherry on top. Devil at least trying to save things, but it's only 1 kill in the 4v2, a smoke that allows him to at least exit. But he's got nearly every player from Big locked in on towards that cross. It's going to be such a tough play.
2 versus 3, and I'm an advantage here for the CT side. Flashes come in. Well-timed flashes as well. Legia's blind, but the flash will eventually dissipate from him. There you have it. 7 seconds left. Toino can no longer run the round. And they can just wait for time here as well and kill him after time. Gets the first shot. Time's over. He needs to land the no-scope, and he misses it. Dies after time. No money for LDLC Toinu. No money now for Toinu, and you can see there, $350 for him. He is broke as he's waiting for his maintenance loan to come in.
Tough stuff.
Please tell me you know what that is.
Yeah, I do.
Good, good. You got me worried then, you weren't carrying on the joke.
I don't know, it's just one of those things. It's kind of like a bit,
what
of,
is it?
A bit of a mad joke.
What is it?
Maintenance loan, I'm guessing that's something to do within kind of repairing your house or something like that, or uni related.
Yeah, uni related,
yeah.
not repairing your house.
I mean, I don't know, maintenance, I'm running with it here.
Yeah.
You kind of making guesses, really. Thank God I didn't go to uni. Says a lot, really. 4-1 though, I mean, you have to talk about the impact for Big here, winning that round at the force up. This puts them in such a good stead to really build up this half. Could have been a 3-3, but now it's anything but.
Yeah, Big winning that round there. If they had lost it, their money would have been broken. They would force onto an eco. Suddenly 3-3. LDLC have control of the money from Big. But already here, some early kills going in favor of the CT side is the 2-man advantage.
So much in favor for Big. Toinu just going to dance in the shadows at this point with his deagle. Clearly both you and him on the same page, Snods.
Explain.
Literally just look to my left and you're sitting there just kind of grooving away.
I've got a song stuck in my head. But anyway, let's see what Big can do. 4-1, and there's 50 seconds left on the clock as the bomb tries to go towards A main. Alex towards high with another great lurk from him. Gets the first kill. Ooh. The Deagle is providing so much presence right now towards the A sides. They find 2 entries. Another 3 versus 3 begins.
Looks like Highway, though, is going to be where things begin to work out for Big. Legia with the frag towards Alex. But then decides, you know, I've got time. I mean, you have a kit, though, so do you really have time if you're Big? Actually, I argue you don't. Thankfully, Keith has the angle towards Devil, which does mean it's all on towards Toinu, so they should really be able to run at him. The chance of him being able to pick them all off is pretty slim, and that doesn't even matter anyway. It's a bit of a moot point, as he does take the singular duel, and Legia will find it.
5-1 now, as Big do win yet another one. Then again, LDLC did get the bomb down. Extra $800 to see what the money's going to be looking like into round number 7. Fairly awful, actually. they've lost 2 in a row now, and after this round they will lose 3. That's 2.4k round loss bonus, so we could be seeing an AWP for Toinu, definitely. But then again, if you save this round, LDLC will stay on 1, not 5, and Big will be on 6, not 1. There we go. Cheers, Rob. So actually, yeah, 5-1 being the scoreline right now, and Big, if they do win versus the Eco coming up from LDLC, it should go 6-1.
Now, I've been meaning to ask, and I'll take this opportunity in the second pause to pose this question.
Go for it.
The experience gained from playing the likes of Hellraisers, that was a 16-14 win that LDLC did pick up. When they play Cash against these really high-caliber lineups, how much can they take from that and apply to future games like this?
Wow, that's a really... Okay, that's quite an open-ended question.
I felt there's a lot you can go with that. I mean,
really?
We could talk about the angle of them when they're down. Surely it gives them some ideas, gives them experience. No, I feel like I know more than you at this point. This is weird.
I don't know.
I know I love asking the hard questions, but I was hoping for something.
You've asked me some very open-ended questions, but that must be okay.
I mean, I felt like that was much easier than it apparently was, but it doesn't matter. Throw it out the window.
Who cares?
Forget
Who cares?
about
Who
it.
cares? Who cares? Who cares? I even casted the LDLC versus Hellraisers one.
Exactly. That's why I asked.
Yeah, but it wasn't about that. The 16-14 scoreline, you're not going to get too much experience from games like that, especially if you're LDLC.
There we go.
The history of Maniac and Existence and Alex. These players need experience from larger scale tournaments, not the online games. But anyway, very clean round here from Big, as it's going to go 6-1. As expected, only 1 player dying from the side of Big, which means the money should start to build now, which it is. You can see roughly 4,000, 5,000 across the board now for the CT side. So for LDLC, they need to chain rounds together if they want a chance of breaking that CT economy. Round number 8 now, and here comes the buy from LDLC. Ooh, can we be seeing the UMP buys again, where they go for the weird buys versus the non-head armored opponents? But actually, you can see Big now are starting to buy head armor. We saw the same when we saw LDLC versus Envious, where Envious started to buy head armor because they know that Existence likes to call these weird buys where they have the SMGs.
Waiting to see what these CZs are going to be able to achieve from door. It's going to be basically an element of surprise at this point. You open it up and you just go for it. Almost like the Veggie strategy, which in itself was rather nice. Unfortunately, this time around, the smoke's a bit of miss. Does at least cover off Tabson. Peeking towards mid from Legia, allows the kill towards Alex, and it all begins to fall into place. A bomb plant for LDLC, though, is pretty crucial. Something they've been so strong at finding in these rounds. As they will pick off Legia on the rotate. Toinu, a nice read from him just to be nice and patient. That AK could be problematic on CT wall. They are getting close. Maniac yet to be traded. This is getting a little bit hairy now next. At least securing the 1-for-1. Keeve is AWP. Forcing it all on towards Toinu, but I like this position from him. Has to go so fast. A 10-second defuse. How is Keeve still alive? A flash as well. It's over. The knife is going to be too slow.
Oh dear, oh dear. LDLC. For a minute, I thought it was over as well. It was a 5 versus 3, a 2-man advantage for Big on their CT side as they're going to the retake, but a well-timed flank there from Toinu, found 2 kills, suddenly a 3 versus 3, and the site was still LDLC's, but nevertheless, though, Big on the retakes, they managed to bring it forward once again in the 2 versus 1. Round number 9 now, and thanks to the bomb plan and the fact that LDLC have lost 4 rounds in a row, their round loss bonus is at 3.4k, plus the bomb plant means they can afford to go for a buy once again. But for Big, already getting 7 rounds on the CT side and the 6-round advantage as well, they're definitely looking poised and strong going into the remainder of the first half.
So much time in the start of this round for Big to work with. LDLC, of course, being gifted by constant bomb plant, helping them get these full buys up with the AWPs and the like and all the utility to work with. But look how much they use early on. Already very little left, just Existence and Toinu to carry that mantle. Alex, at least with a headshot, but Tabson just playing around towards red. Frag after frag, they fall into his lap. Toinu! Oh, how much time is he going to be given? Next, at least going to dunk about the serve with a frag grenade. Kobe would be proud.
2v1 now. Devil alone towards the A site now. Has no utility right now unless he can pick up some grenades here. He would love a smoke to allow himself to cross. To retrieve the bomb. Actually going to go towards door, so... Legia going to be caught off guard by this play.
Where's God B off to? Taking a bit of an adventure into CT.
He's worried that Devil's going to push CT and try to go towards B, that's why.
Legia as well, holding for the long rotate back towards B as well. does give Devil the entirety of the A site.
Yeah, but then again, Big now, they can actually group up together. Gobby and Leggy can play as a dynamic duo in the 2v1 versus Devil.
Utility, they've got the molly, they've got the frag grenade, the kit, of course, almost guaranteed. 2 smokes as well if they want it, but I think the molly and frag grenade arguably
the frag grenade, really, I think the smoke's more important than that. You can just smoke and defuse the bomb. But anyway, 2 versus 1 begins from highway and from A main. Let's see what Devil can do.
There's the molly towards the right side of quad. Forces him very close now on towards red container, peek towards cardboard. That's a very nice headshot. Now going back towards quad. Legia could have no idea where he's going to be. A quick peek comes in. Information now being picked on up. This is not the angle he wants to be, but there's the frag grenade. Forces the fight. Makes the swing happen. He finds the kill. Picks up the AWP. It's all looking up for Big.
8-1 now as LDLC are losing once again. Another round towards the A site. At what point does Existence Caller play towards B? It seems like the retakes have been too strong from the German side here so far as we go into round number 10. 7-round advantage here for Big. Already on the CT half. Let's see. Again, the bomb is planted by Devil, so well played. Congratulations on that. But what are they going to bring forward now to another buy round here for LDLC on the T side? They've gone towards a round after round. It hasn't really found them any success so far. For LDLC going towards B, they're going to be matched up versus Gob, B, and Kiev. Maybe they're trying to avoid the ult from him.
Devil just going to explode in towards mid lane, towards the right-hand side. Smoke gets a kill off the back of that. Hungry for so much more. Will be Alex Devil in towards Connector. Really beginning to pop off. He takes down next, leaving just Tabson on Gob B on their respective sites, trying to survive. Alex, gotta be careful. You can't just face open into him like that. You're starting to make it happen. Tabson gotta be so cautious right now of A main, hearing those steps, knows what's going on. Toinu giving him the angle though. So many opportunities being given to Tabson right now. Somehow gets the kill on highway as well. Tabson single-handedly closing in this round. 3 kills already. Almost on for the ace clutch at this point is Devil. Not got the confidence to push. Finally takes the fight and will cut him down.
But look at the flank here from Godby with the AWP. Okay, not really the gun we expect him to have, but let's see if he can deliver with it. Finds the bomb! And now the 1 versus 1 Devil is alone. Will smoke off the bomb, and actually Godby might just flash himself through it.
That's exactly the case going. With the choice to go towards Fork. Decides, you know what, screw that. I'm just going to be tucked in towards Carver right now. Devil, thanks to that bomb being just on the lip of A main, can walk forward and pick it up.
He can actually go towards B here. He knows that the Godby is towards A main. If he can get towards highway faster, he can actually run towards the B side. Issue is right now, does Godby hear it?
Waiting. Godby, I think he knows what's going to be going on. Keeping the AWP out, upgrading to the AK, which definitely the better decision here.
Or if he's fast here.
Not going to be going for the drop down just yet. Playing time. He's got a lot to work with. Right into the crosshair of Devil. A quadra kill to win out the round, but that got hairy for a second. It really did. Tabson. Incredible play up towards that A site. Handling highway like an absolute champ.
8-2 now, as LDLC are finally able to find a round. The issue is, only having 1 player alive means you can look at the money here. 1,000 in the bank, so if they lose this round, they're going to be reset fully across the board and all 5 players big. They win this round, they make it 9-2. They ruin and shatter the T economy. That could really be the final nail in the coffin for LDLC.
Starting to force the play now up towards A. Devil already leading in for kill number 1. Tapping away with these pistols. Very, very low, a few players. Now Devil 1 HP, bear in mind, Alex 9 HP. I don't want to make anything happen for Big that sounds impossible, because it really is, but those USPs, they can still get kills. And damage is damage for LDLC, as Big will look to stunt their growth.
Exactly.
In that next fight.
LDLC right now want to have as many players stay alive as possible in this round. They want to have 4 of, well, no longer 5, but have these 4 players stay alive into the next one, because their money is so low. They need a round which they can use to build up bank, or Existence will go down. Alex is low as well. 1 shot and Deagle will take him down here.
Trying to shut the door. Knows just how close. Into A main. Timing not quite working out for him, but again, that's 2 kills.
It is indeed. 8-3 now. Only 5 rounds separating these 2 teams as we head into round number 12 here.
MP9 on next.
Yeah. Let's see how he's going to use that one. Maybe close towards door. Maybe even close towards middle as well. You could probably play vent with that weapon. Not towards boost, but if you're playing inside vent, holding for the close mid play, also holding for checkers as well, that gun could be fairly effective. But anyway, though, it's going to be 8-3 now. Big 8 rounds already, which means they've already won the half, regardless of what happens from LDLC's side. He's trying to put out the smoke there, trying to put out the molly with the smoke, sorry, and actually does work. But the question is, will Mainnet peek into him and give away that first kill already?
predicted it perfectly. Next is close boost. Kiev, the smoke leads to a frag as well, gaining the life of Maniac. Alex pushing out on boost now, left completely blind, going very aggressively towards White Box, swinging on towards Leggett. But Next lurking in mid is so problematic. Alex securing at least the trade, but well time. Toinu in the smoke with the AWP. Tabson very, very close. We saw just how strong he was in the previous round. Toinu face first with the Tech 9, however.
And now the 3 versus 2 man advantage for LDLC, but Toinu is low. Can it have an impact before he goes down? Thankfully, though, the AWP is low HP, but then again, Keys flicked there. Still renders him useless.
Looking towards the fault spot, Alex creeping in with the plant. Such an even scenario right now, but Alex swings out nice and wide. Got being left completely punished off the back of that peek from Red. Kiev now getting aggressive with his AWP, but not really many options. Demole beginning to burn that away. He doesn't realize the player's above. Red Devil sniping from above. That AK ripping him to shreds. LDLC up to 4. Look at the money of Big.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be an eco here, probably. Finally, some consistency here found by the French side. As we head into round number 13, it's going to be eco coming from Big here. Just upgraded pistols onto a few players. But apart from that, a round where LDLC are definitely heavy favourites here to get to 5. At that point, they lost the pistol, so 5 gun rounds for them on this side of Cash. Definitely something you can't really complain about so far, especially when it was 8-1.
Big at least going to be happy they've already managed to win the half. I think that's a given, but still early to make the point that perhaps that's all they might be able to do. As LDLC make the swift run for 7. This should really be their 5th. Potentially putting just one buy round between them and that 7th after all. I mean, it will be the 4-sub, of course, in that previous round if it does sway that way, but a 4-sub not exactly going to be backed by a huge amount of weaponry unless they can keep on securing these plants, of course, which they have been pretty good at.
Yeah, it seems like they were always getting the bomb down, but losing the retakes. And that's one of the issues for them early on, but it allowed them to constantly have so many buys. And when you have so many buys, you put on economic pressure to the other team because those rounds were close. 1 versus 1s, 2 versus 2s. That's why, even though Big won 7 rounds in a row, or sorry, 6 rounds in a row, their money was low after just 1 loss. They win a round, they get reset. Again, the same has happened here with our eco. 3 towards A main, and of course, Existence towards Highway. But already goes down, man advantage here for Big.
A nice shot from Next, still looking for more. Tabson exchanging a few shots with his P250, picks off Alex as well, now has a rifle to play with, of course. Maniac looking to chase him down, however. Does make things a little tougher. Now, Big, they do have a man advantage, but that's dwarfed by the weaponry in play. God B, please don't tell me Maniac has his back turn when he peeks. It's all on timing. That's literally what this round could rely on. Absolute timing. God B given the free shot. Even a second. Devil does not want to be on an AWP right now. Throws a nice flash, buys him a few moments, but that's not enough.
The bomb is planted by LDLC, of course, but Big are going to win the eco round. Off the back of the crazy play towards Defa from Tabson, the double kill with the P250. He's going to grant them round number 9, and Big are going to be very happy with his CT half here on Cash. Seems like Cash in the current meta seems to be a little bit more favoured towards the T side, maybe 60-40, so 8-7 in favour of the Ts, 9-6 in favour of the T side. So if you can get 9 rounds on your CT half from Big, and maybe even go for 11-4 or 10-5, they're going to be very happy with that so far.
Especially when the rounds are playing out in the way they are. Big should never win that round. That's almost a full eco from them, or was.
Yeah, they pushed into the site, isolated and alone. 1 by 1, Tabson's picked them off with the P250 at close range.
Very, very awkward stuff. LDLC will want to quickly trade that back. Devil through the door on towards Tabson. It's a pretty good start. Alex has been good towards Highway all game long, but some awkward flashes will lead to more success.
That's well played. Boost here from Next won't actually amount to anything. And now on the 5 versus 2, you may as well just save here if you're Big and have the final buy strong into round number 15.
Problem is, Key scope with that up, which means that now Existence knows exactly where that's going to be. You've got Toinu trapping him in towards Connector. That AWP is a big, big asset for them to throw away, but they lose it. God B now could potentially look to retrieve it.
Chance of him going towards Connector and pick up the AWP is very unlikely, especially now as Toinu does pick up the AWP off of the dead body from Kiev. But a great play there from LDLC. They get the first kill towards A main. And then from boost as well, one of the things that I don't think people noticed was Alex actually jump spotted over white box. And what that meant was he went for the jump spot as the flash was pinned. So the player towards highway wasn't turning. He was keeping his gaze set onto highway. Got absolutely demolished by that flashbang. And that meant an easy kill there by Alex. Gobby will save the AK here eventually. It seems like LDLC won't be hunting for that just yet. And now to round number 15, what's the buy going to be like? He can drop over. Ooh, actually, no, he can't drop over 2 and 4. It's just going to be the AWP instead.
This could be a creative round from Big. I'm actually tempted to keep an eagle eye on towards the positions of these lesser players next. Nothing more than a USP. I was expecting at least a pistol, but no, it is just going to be the USP.
What?
Surely that's...
Yeah, he's been picked up. Yeah.
There we go, the CZ. So that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, the CZ has been...
No, he's got an M4 now, mate.
Well, no, I'm looking at God B, look.
Oh.
It's been thrown around, that's why.
So, CZ for God B. Obviously, if you God B, next having nearly 30 kills in the first map, there's no reason that you want to be taking away the firepower from him. Already they're talking of firepower with that AWP that was dropped over by God B, saving the M4. Key finds the first towards A main.
Few high flashes leading to an LDLC dive that completely blind. Next peeking out towards Car. Does spot out Alex, that's kill number 1, but it will be a quick cut down from Maniac. As he pierces through the smoke, he and Devil both going to be butting heads as they find themselves simple kills on their opposition. And most importantly, look at Maniac. Here's that molly ticking on towards Legia. Has the advantageous peek as he just slips to the right-hand side, picks up an AWP for his troubles. This God B now has a lot to achieve. That's a nice frag grenade. Oh, so close to a kill, but not quite enough. Should be able to peek and has a very nice one, in fact. Here's all the noise that Devil is making. That's not the gun you want there. Why is Devil being so loud?
He thought that God B would go towards highway side of default, but unfortunately for him, he won't. 10-5 half here as we go into the piss of the second one, but you'll see that one shortly as we go to a break.
We saw some exciting pistol play, and a half that overall was much more wide open than the previous game, 10-5 of course.
Is that wide open though? It seems pretty one-sided actually.
I mean, wide open in the sense of far apart.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. You've saved yourself on that one.
We've worked it out.
You've saved
I gotta give you some credit, I mean.
Yeah, I've been fairly harsh to you on the desk so
quite
far.
brutal.
Yeah. I'm just hitting you with reality every single time.
Oh,
but
man, don't do me like that.
Yeah, simply put, if Big win pistol and they don't allow the bomb... Actually, no, sorry, it's actually going to be Big on the T side. So if Big win pistol and they win versus the Force Spy and the Eco, they could easily be perched up at 13-5. 8-round advantage on the T side cash. That could be the end of it. All ready for LDLC.
There we go. Got it right in the end, didn't we? Looking forward to seeing how the pistol does go because I'm expecting... Again, aggression. I think that's been a bit of a trademark at this point. I wonder if there's any big game plan from LDLC. Just from Existence's mindset.
I mean, we saw some 2 push towards door, 2 push towards A main. Called yesterday on the pistol. On Tuesday, sorry, from LDLC. Then again, it's Existence. What's he got up his sleeve? And in his magical hat. What's he going to pull out? Hopefully not a rabbit this time. But maybe a...
What Counter-Strike you've been watching? Honestly. Just mad. Alex. Looking for the kill towards Boost. Sees ahead, but unfortunately struggling somewhat up until that point. Does secure the frag. Big looking to see if they can work out through a main. Deagle eking on towards Toinu. That's a very nice pick to find next now. Ready to up the pressure. Spotting out the player on cross. That's a second kill. Lined it up and checking towards MBK, but he might be a little late. But Devil unable to capitalize on it next. On fire right now. A double kill. Connected, looking for a third. All the information. The open plant as well. Could it get any better for Big?
4 versus 2 now as the kit smoke on Maniac. Having no Kevlar for the retake may be rather difficult. You can see exactly why on your screens. The aim punch being such a big factor here as a disadvantage for LDLC.
Deagle just going to hold the push at this point. First, second shot all lining up. That's another kill. Thrown on in. Tabson making it look so simple. That's 3 from the Deagle in that round. 16-11 is where he stands at individual. And you can see why. 11-5, of course, after Big claimed the pistol. You said it was over once that came in. Providing they can...
Yeah, I was going to say, providing they win versus the Force, which they lost to last half on Overpass. As long as they make this 13-5, then that is very heavily favoured towards them. So here it is, the 5-man Force Spy coming from LDLC, which means things are getting desperate. Usually you wouldn't see the upper Force Spy, but when you're in a 6-round deficit, you're starting to see Toinu as well buying Kevlar has just maybe an extra % or 2 chance of winning the round.
The amount of times when teams are making those plays towards B, they don't check for Maniac. It's going to be incredibly frustrating to watch if they let it happen again.
But then again, you can see how split up Maniac and his sisters are. Maniac alone now towards the box at Checkers. 5-7 smoke grenade in hand as well. So we saw an Overpass, the smokes being so effective versus Big. Let's see if they can mirror that here on Cash.
You know what I want to see again? The ladder peak. Remember? You didn't
the one
that,
from Flusher. Yeah.
I want to see that again. That was lovely.
I'd never seen that before, and it seems like probably a lot of players haven't as well.
It was a position that everyone assumed was totally useless, but Flusher just, as Flusher does, proving everybody wrong. Of course, Big up on towards Boost. Tabson just going to be working out mid.
Slow play here from Big. LDLC smoking off the choke points towards A and B, but then again, if you're smoking off A and B, you may as well just go back towards middle, a place which LDLC cannot smoke off.
Look at Existence though. He's got nade in hand. That's the flash, of course. Ready to throw it towards B, which makes me feel like they've made Team LDLC fall for this hook line, and Sinker next with the push on towards Toinu means it's only one man to hold things off. LDLC will just concede this straight away.
Yeah, you may as well save your Kevlar pistols into the next round here and basically try again versus Big with your Force Spy. So it shall go 12-5 here. Big are going to be going to a 7-round advantage with a very hefty lead here. They might even make an 8-round lead as well, as they are going to be playing versus the buy again from LDLC. As long as they can manage to, to save their Kevlar and upgraded pistols.
Worth noting, of course, we did look into the standings at the start of the night, and
this is a big win for LDLC and Big as well.
Both sides, but I think for LDLC, this really does stunt the growth that they could have had in terms of, what was it, the 5th place spot, I believe you said?
Yeah, and the thing is as well, for a team like LDLC, you really want to have wins versus Big. The reason being is, when you're going to be playing versus your Phases, your Astralises, your Fanatics and whatnot, you're going to be such heavy underdogs in that scenario. You really want to get the must-wins versus Big, Hellraisers, and teams on that level.
What should be considered not the simple ones, but the games that are arguably much more competitive in comparison to those Titan-like teams like FaZe. FaZe being a wrecking ball at the moment with this lineup.
It's a good way of describing it as well. They play that 4-1 or the 5-man style of CS, but anyway, already Toy Noob, apologies.
Oh, look at Alex. The patience on this man right now. Finds the... Oh, I was hesitant to go for the second, but he locks it in. Existence on towards Kiev, and throw everything you've just learned about Big out the window, because they are struggling against these pistols. Next, at least able to punish Existence towards the end of things, making it a fairly even 2-for-2. Long range from Maniac, and the 5-7 is a sniper from him, apparently. Just tap after tap. Big looking a little like lost land there if they just face into him.
A lifeline being given now for LDLC as they win their half buy. As we go into round number 19, the pause will come out from Big. Well, it says LDLC, but it's kind of strange for them to pause here after winning such a big round. The momentum and the morale is going to be high.
Yeah, I imagine that might well be flipped. Certainly hoping for confirmation on that soon, but we'll make the assumption for now that that is the case.
So
that's actually... I think that... Yeah, so LDLC have actually called a tap pause.
Wow, okay. I imagine they're either trying to work out their buy and try and see what scraps they have together. Maybe Existence is worried about losing this round, because if they force everything into this one and then lose it, you can see there's only 2 players with money on the side from LDLC, so Big, if they win this round here with the arguably better buy as well, UMP for Maniac, and obviously the 3 rifles and the AWP onto Toynu, and then obviously the 4 AK and AWP onto Kiev for Big, so arguably the better buy here for Big on their T side, with the 6-round advantage, doubling the scoreline that LDLC managed to put up so far. If Big win this one, the money will be low for LDLC. They get to 13, they force the force buy, they win that 14. This could definitely be the round and the turning point here for Big to get to the finish.
Look at Alex. Look at Alex right now. Draw your eyes towards that mini-map. Look at God B. Alex is going to flash heads with him straight away. They have to check for him, and they will. Alex completely caught just idolizing towards the boost. He'll be caught off guard. Devil, at least able to kill that. Oh my God, Devil. Leaving Kiev headless in a very, very nice fashion.
Do you know what? That 5-1 bet here from Betway, you may as well put money on that one. Just because I've never seen bet odds in that favor before, 1.14 to 5. Especially as well because LDC won that force buy. If they can take this round here, break the money from Big, force out some ecos, they can definitely get to 12 to 9 or 12 to 10 and really have a chance in this one.
Alex, if Big win this round, I'm blaming you. I hope you know that. Because next, already a good kill towards Fork. Smokes acting as a bit of an awkward one on them, trying to make the cross happen. Devil exchanging blows, meaning it is all on towards Lega. Has to go for the bomb. Devil not going to be peeking, but Lega doesn't seem confident to be picking up just yet, realizing he's got 30 seconds to play with. I like this from him. Very versatile as he gets up on top of these rafters. Peeking around now. Knows exactly where Devil's going to be, but he's just not close enough.
Oh, nice shot there from Maniac.
You've got to give him credit because he did know where they were, but it was tough because he just couldn't act on it.
Look at the money here from Big as well. They're going to put in the eco this round here. It should go 8 to 12. If LDLC win this the next round, the next buy round, they make it 9 to 12. They force another half buy from Big. Suddenly you're at 10 to 12, and that 5-1 bet is looking juicy.
Also the positive, of course, that the pause did work out. It acts as a double-edged sword potentially for Big, as they also had time to have a bit of a chit-chat themselves.
Rush towards A here from Big. I say rush, actually now going to go for the contact play. The flush on God B, probably going to flush the players out as they try and swarm the site and get the bomb down.
That's all they want, but it's a big ask. There you have got Devil just holding that cross, but the minute he lets that bomb through, the plant is guaranteed. Very unfortunate, I think, for LDLC, but they're probably not going to be really caring about it too much at this point. A bit of damage is going to be done, but the round still, for the most part, going to be mopped up. Do lose Alex and Devil, but again, I think for LDLC at this point, they are taking it just on a round-by-round matter.
Yeah, definitely. When you're in the comeback scenario, you can't really think about the rounds because you have to stay focused on the present. If you let one slip, that could be the end, especially if your money isn't built up. But it seems like so far, LDLC managing to chain 2 rounds together and 2 fairly strong rounds at that. Actually, that's a lie. It was a 2 versus 1 of the last one. 3 players staying alive now, so finally the money can start to build for LDLC. But let's see now, Big. This is a pendulum round because if LDLC win this round, force a half buy, when it goes 12 to 10 and the momentum is in the favor of the CT side and the French side, LDLC definitely potential there for them to take the map. Big, they have to get the round early here, and it's looking good already as Keep goes down.
Toynu
Oh my god.
That's exactly where he is.
As well, yeah. That 5-1 bet. Definitely wish I put money on that now.
You're loving that right now.
Just
get Betway up on your phone, buddy. Just
that
go.
is probably the best value bet I've seen. Honestly, that is amazing.
You've been loving bets all week.
Yeah, I'm not used to it. Obviously, like chugging in Betway as well. I actually really like it.
You're natural at this, aren't you?
What, betting away money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been going so well for you. I like this boost as well. Could go well for Alex here. Oh, Devil retaking it, mate. That's nice. It's almost a distraction play because it allows them to drop from boost as well. So even if Devil does die, Alex can just swing in from behind and mop them all up. It's so well crafted from Odyssey. You might not think it, but perhaps you can elaborate on it. But it is well done.
Yeah, usually as well, you wouldn't see the CT side go for A main control once they have control of middle. Obviously, LDLC had complete real estate and complete composure towards mid. There's no reason to push in towards A main or B because you know that the teams would be stacked there.
Am I right in thinking that he pushes A main though just to allow his teammate to drop from boost?
Yeah, 100%.
Just as the...
Yeah, 100%.
Because yeah, no matter what he does in A main, I mean, him killing a player is huge.
Even the flashbang's enough.
Yeah. I mean, any more he does is basically a bonus at this point. So we do, of course, have a bit of a...
It's going to be a big pause here as well, and a well-timed one at that. They have lost 3 in a row now, which means they will have 2.9k as the round loss bonus, so they can go for a half buy into this round and then a full buy into the next one. But then again, that will be round number 23 before they get another buy in. Well, let's see, into the present round number 22 will be the quasi buy here from the sort of big. Upgraded pistols and Kevlar across the board here from the T side. CZs, P250s and whatnot. As we're going to be waiting to see where eventually they will end up into the round. Alex playing towards sandbags. Seems like whenever I watch LDLC on Cash, Alex does love to play towards sandbags. Obviously a position he feels very comfortable in. Generally speaking, usually a one-and-done position, but when you're playing versus the pistols, it could be very easy to maul those pistols down at long range. You're not really worried about being Molotov'd out when you're playing versus a low buy. That probably can't afford a Molotov.
My concern right now is going to be the double up setup. That's a quad smoke from Tabson. I love this smoke because it has so much use in terms of allowing for that plant.
Yeah, and he can jump through it as well.
Yeah.
But let's see. Bomb going over boost here. See if they can swarm out Alex. And of course, his teammate towards highway.
Yeah, not like this. This is just aim bots at this point in mid for Devil. Tap, tap, tappity tap. Just leaving Kievan. Legia now. Both rotating over. Good flash, at least buying him a few seconds to work with. 50, of course, on the clock, but Devil is having so much fun. Finally, he'll lose his life, but a little almost late to the party. So 1v4 isn't happening. It's just about damage at this point. Was ideally looking for Alex. That would allow for a second kill on the CT side, but it doesn't fall into place. 10-12, LDLC on the comeback. And potentially playing for equalization point now in this round because Big are going to be running low on money after investing for this AWP 4 rifles.
What have Big got left in the tank here? AWP onto Kiev again. But of course, what impact has he really had so far on the T side here from Big? He's had aggression. But hasn't really merited anything just yet. But talking of aggression here, look at the play here from LDLC.
They're getting stuck off each other, but it's going to be 2 flashes towards A main, which is uncommon. Usually you see just the one bounced off that bottom curving in the floor.
That's a very messy play there from LDLC, but eventually they do take control of A main. They still have control of mid, which means they're going to funnel Big towards B. You can see as soon as they have control of all of the map really from LDLC, it's going to funnel Big back towards the B side, leaving just existence with the AWP here. Let's see if they walk into his scope.
Is in a good angle to find one. Unfortunately, the jump is pretty well crafted. Now falling back towards the site, being very, very careful in his approach. Molly's, of course, looking likely from Big. Really trying to shape exactly where he can play towards. The support from Alex is going to be there. Starts to let rip from heaven. Finds 2 kills. Looking for more. Alex with the triple leg here. At least able to secure Maniac, but perhaps already a little too late. Just a 2 versus 4 now. 45 seconds. The re-smoke in towards CT. But will it be enough? The vent drop does exist, but existence on the site so problematic with its AWP is LDLC on the comeback, and it's looking so spicy. It all comes down to one man. God B trying to see if he can find himself an opportunity. But he's not seeing it. No chance in hell. So damn close. Existence making up for the loss of Alex with the simple kill. 11-12.
What's sorry in French?
You're asking the wrong person.
Anyone in production, what's sorry in French? I've forgotten. But I imagine that's what's going through the What's sorry in French, Rob? Let's see if... Pardon?
Pardon?
Pardon? Pardon, mon ami, Alex. Probably went through communication there, but anyway, let's see what's going to happen now as Big seem to be making their way through a main. 4 AKs for them as they go for it. Ooh, wow, they've bought on low money here.
Utility.
Yeah, exactly. This round has to go right early on, because if this becomes a 5 versus 4 and in the retake they have no utility, it could definitely go south.
That is exactly what I want to be hearing from your voice right now, all about the idea of this retake. LDLC trying to shape it to that as well. GodB wanting to get aggressive for that pick, but the kill's already going to begin to sway back in for LDLC as the cross is being held. Alex again, another double kill as he crafts the play. Maniac on towards Legia, leaving just Kiev and Nex. No utility makes things so damn hard. Securing a bomb plant, but that'll be it.
Oh, the birthday boy is in form. Alex, playing Counter-Strike on your birthday is one thing, but obviously going to work on your birthday is one thing. But when going to work is playing Counter-Strike on Pro League on 26 kills, just got to say, fair enough. Getting a 2-0 versus Big would definitely be a very good birthday present here for himself.
I mean, a trip to Odense feels pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to know that's coming.
Then again, how is LDLC going to shape up online versus the likes of Astralis and, I was going to say Na'Vi, but in recent form for them, you can't really be pinning them up there with online play.
Dropping them after Spirit, I mean, it's kind of awkward.
Not really, because...
I feel like it's awkward, come on.
Okay, 16-3, yes, but losing that map, not really, because you're playing versus StarX, your former IGL, so StarX is probably going to know a lot of the stuff you're going to be playing out.
Yeah, I
know
see that, but I mean, come on. There's only so many excuses you come out with before you just say, these players should just be better.
On paper, definitely. 12-12 now, initially. Big had a 12-5 advantage, winning both pistols. But LDLC have been too hot to handle in these gun rounds. As we're going to round number 25 here, let's see what Big are going to bring to the party. It's going to be another buy, of course. Bomb, not going down, but it doesn't make a difference here for the side of Big, as they will be buying anyway. AKs, and then Galil onto GodB, so you can buy more utilities. They're still going towards the A site, it seems.
Very persistent towards A main. It's not really worked out for them. Alex setting up for the Shroud play. Devil going to be sent on up. Waiting to see if anyone does come his way. Is there a reason why teams continue to use that boost over the door play? I guess it's just not to make the door sound. Of course, you do have the
What do you mean the door play?
There's a new way you can get up the Shroud using the door. You have to open and shut it very, very quickly.
Oh, you're so exposed, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, LDLC haven't pulled this one out yet, and when the pressure's high, is Big going to check it? I said yesterday there's almost like a mental checklist you do when you play. It's what haven't we shown yet, what haven't we done yet, and what can we pull out to catch our opposition off guard. Boost towards Shroud, boost towards a single box, double play towards quad, baits it up towards MBK potentially, but here it comes.
Oh, Alex.
Catching Legia off guard there with his grenade.
Works so well because then he can spray in towards A and B. The problem that he continues to be this T side and facing towards Shroud, giving Alex so many opportunities. Lines up for the triple, the quadra will be denied. Kiev and Tabson both looking to exit out on towards A. Existence picking off Kiev though.
Yeah. Tabson now the 1 versus 3. 30 seconds left here. Has the Molotov, but that's it. Existence going to line him up in his crosshair and take him down. The birthday boy, Alexander.
Had a great game.
Oh, yeah. Must be on, what, 30 kills right now? 29 to 18. It's the CT side as well. Obviously, had 15, 20 kills in the first half, but the CT side has really come alive here. Being the player that needed to step up for LDLC. They're looking lifeless there when they were 12-5 down, but it seems like... Wait, how many rounds is that now? 8? I believe it's 8 in a row. Can we see the scoreboard, please, real quick, Matt? Yeah, 8 rounds on the try for LDLC. It seems like Big have no momentum, no fire burning underneath them, as LDLCs are poised here to go 2-0.
A deep B main smoke, a flash soon to follow. Basically the plan being embed Maniac in towards that back room, then allows the AWP to rotate if they want to. Kiev debating, pushing through the smoke to see if he could get aggressive, but doubles back, having a second thought. For LDLC right now, they're going to be feeling so confident. It started with just these rifles they built into the double-lot setup. At that point, they'd already fortified their CT side. I mean, Devil has to be given props for his ability to not necessarily be an anchor, but find the consistent kills. He's already there finding 1 or 2 nearly every round, from whether it's the highway cross or in A main. Yeah.
The player, though, to really watch, obviously, is Alex run out for the CT side. And from Big, we haven't really been seeing a big play from anyone. Losing 8 rounds in a row, we need to see someone step up it for Big at the latter portions here of the second half.
Look at the position of Maniac. So much information picked up, of course. Alex, the player that's flashy. Well, we have to love the support players too. Maniac doing wonders from that lurking spot. Keeve, again the last man standing, but you'd be lying to yourself if you had any faith at all. 14 to 12. LDLC, 2 rounds, all they need to bring this back in such an impressive way. What does this do for team morale, a victory like this?
If they go 2-0 here, and obviously shoots them up the podium in terms of where they're going to finish as of today on the leaderboard, they'll be within the top 6 range, having 5 wins on the board, and a good round loss difference as well. So I believe they had 3 in the last one, which will put them to 11. Plus, if they close this game out here 16 to 12 again, that'll put them to 14, I believe. So actually, they've been doing very, very well so far.
Ooh. I like this. This is creative. Jump crossover leads to a kill. Existence looking lifeless. But Maniac tucked into the boxes. Not the volley you want.
Yeah, failed molly there. At least the HG does do damage. A re-molly will come out as well. Oh, don't let it slip now, LDLC. You're so close to the finish line. Now they're 5 versus 3. Make it a 5 versus 2. This is Devil and Toino last alive.
Is this where they crumble the minute we ask what happens if they do when they begin to fall to pieces? Devil being taken down by God B. It's all on Toinu. And that's an AWP that may well be pushed into that 13th round of the second half. As I don't really think a 1v5 is on the table today. It's going to look for it anyway. But Keeve has his number written all over the barrel of that AWP. Big, up to 13, but look at the money on LDLC. That's something they don't have to worry about. 16,000 on existence, 14,400 on Toinu. A saving grace, considering they do drop that round.
Thankfully for Big, though, it was a clean round, because if LDLC were to win this round here, there's a chance potentially... Oh, no, surely not. And again? Right, okay. So far, so good. As I was saying, having a clean round here means if LDLC get to match point at 15-13, Big could still have a good bye going into round number 29 and round number 30, which is crucial if they wanted to force OT. Obviously, when you have a 12-5 lead, going to overtime is definitely something you weren't expecting.
An A set piece coming out from Big now. You could see that by the smokes that was being lined up by the likes of Tabson and Nex. So many players dedicated towards door, though, means that Toinu, if he walks up further deep towards red right now and a cross smoke doesn't come in, he could do a lot of damage.
I think the cross smoke's going to come from Tabson, though, or a smoke towards quad, one of the two, and maybe the players from door jump through the quad smoke towards default, try to swarm the orb. But right now, Toinu's about to be tested.
Smoke coming in. Nagia checking quad. Whole site basically completely clear at this point. It is just Toinu towards the back of red. Not quite the nuisance we expected in terms of the initial steps of the round, but the minute they start the plant, that's where things get a little bit tougher. 2 plays stacked on quad as well. Not exactly ideal, but Alex trying to wrap in towards A main will lose his life. Toinu still there. I mean, that's just not... It's not what you want to see. Got B on existence. A second on Devil. Alex, I don't want to say it, but not like this.
Yeah, Toinu there. Towards default. Gave up so much control towards the map, towards door. Didn't go for a peek towards site. He was so paranoid about a player coming A main and peeking and killing him, which instead meant they actually got no kills towards the default site, and then suddenly, Alex on the flank couldn't have an impact.
Kill after kill. Boiling to the arms of Maniac. Catching the plan of Big as they drop through vent. Hungry for more, but Keeve finally will dismiss him. 14-14. LDLC having money, just like you say. But it's getting close. Big, the last 2 rounds, playing to their side. They're going to look to use this momentum to push it over the edge.
So, round number 29 now. 14-14. What's the play here from Big? After having a 7-round advantage on the T side, they've only managed to get 2 rounds here. After LDLC won 9 in a row. The same goes for LDLC. Why is it suddenly before they're so close to going over the finish line and making a 2-0, they start to let rounds slip away and crumble? Maybe the players getting a bit more scared now as the realization of winning's actually becoming to the foreground. Anyway, though, 1 minute 20 on the clock here. Bomb still outside mid main. Big seemed to have a lot of success. Big seemed to have a lot of success when they stacked up together and they played the concept plays as a 4 or 5 man Wolfpack. Instead, now they're going for the default. Will LDLC pick them apart one by one like we saw in the regulation?
It's ballsy plays from LDLC as well, etching themselves out now. Things get so heated. Individuals looking to really prove they are what they say they are. Star players. Devil. His aggression towards A main leading to some early information, but nothing more than just information. No kill. Yet to be clawed back by this French lineup. Alex in towards Connector, waiting to see if maybe an opportunity arises on towards Nexu. Could well just go bench. Be all pain towards B. Bear in mind, LDLC have no information bar that early main play. Devil going for it again now, wanting more. Hungry for some sort of call. But all it does is make it easy for Tabson just to pop open door and take him down. Toinu certainly looking to at least find the trade, but under pressure from Highway, A main and door all respectively. Nade off the lead. Flash after flash. Alex, the headshot towards next. Pushing through the smoke. Alex with the triple. But how much more can he do? Wrapping from Highway. Alex with the quad kill. LDLC up to 15, securing overtime at a bare minimum.
The birthday boy himself, Alex, going huge.
35 kills.
Yeah, 35 to 20 as well. Let's see if he can ace this one and get to 40. Anyway, then, 15 to 14 now. As it is, still 1 round away from big, and then we'll have a good buy going into this one after they won 2 rounds on the trot. So, 4 AKs up onto Kiev. Again, they're going for the default play, and it seemed like big was so powerful, fierce when they were grouped up together. And now as they spread thinly across the map, they just get picked off one by one, or a player like Alex comes to fruition and just mauls them all down. Anyway, got down towards Boost, might be able to catch Alex off guard, but Alex, the star player, going to give the repeat here. He's not phased, he's not scared to go for the jewels here. He's definitely, quote-unquote, feeling it.
Everything is there, the flashes have been thrown. Now the peak comes in, Alex has been slain, the king has fallen. Legia walking out towards side, tagging down Devil. 3 left, make that 2, Tabson on towards Toinu. A flash from Existence to try and save it. Swings out Highway. First kill connected. But Goppy has his name written all over that AK. As Magniac now has to pull off an incredible clutch. Does fine the first part, but so much to do. It won't happen. 15-15 will be the scoreline. And overtime will come through.
So, if I'm LDLC right now, I'm very happy. Even though they had match point 15 to 14, they lost the round. Yes, you might be frustrated like that. When you were 12 to 5 down, if you were told, okay, this is going to go retreat, you'd be very happy with that scenario. The reason being is LDLC, they definitely weren't expecting to be able to come back as strong as they did, winning 9 rounds in a row.
They just have to mentally reset now, however. They have to not look to the past. Instead, look to the future and go right.
I think that's the call for big. I think that LDLC definitely look in the past, because in the past is 9 rounds in a row.
Well, they want to look to what works, but what I mean is, you know, my whole point there is not to look at the fact that they weren't able to close it out. They don't want that hanging around in their head.
Yeah, they had that on Nuke as well versus Envious.
Exactly. So if they
4
can forget
match points. Yeah, they had like 2 initially in regulation, and then they had like, what was it, 18 to 17? They lost that. They lost like 21 to 20. They lost that as well.
They made the game drag on, but this is it, right? So if they can move past that, the game is an OT, and that they could have easily won that out. Sure. Then you look back to those 8 rounds and you go, okay, how do we pick them up? How can we then apply that to OT? That's the smart way to approach it. Of course, a few minutes for them to really think things through. Big. The same for them, but I guess, as you said, arguably much more important and much more of a simple point to make.
So, Big managed to pull through the final round where they needed it. They went for the slow default and actually managed to win the 1 versus 1 duels. Because of that, they were met with overtime from LDLC. Both teams obviously taking a pause right now, a little breather, trying to discuss what they want to be doing into OT. From Existence and the LDLC French boys, they played very heavy towards A main. Devil and Co, very strong player towards A main, constantly forcing the T side back. Let's see if they can keep that up in overtime.
Big in mid. Very confident in playing towards boost.
Yeah, I mean as well, Alex playing towards sandbags, you saw at the end there on the final round, being Molotov'd out. This is one of the issues I meant when you play the sandbag position so often, is that as soon as the opposition have enough money to afford the grenades, the Molotovs and the flashes that are needed to really flush out the CT side, sandbags is one of the positions that gets modded out fairly early.
Here we go. 15-15 overtime, about to kick off. A game that is quite simply legendary, that has a real impact on the standings of Pro League. This is what games come down to. This is what defines seasons. Let's see who comes out on top.
Already, though, into the first round of overtime. It's going to be the 4 AK setup and open to Keith again. Toinu gets aggressive towards door. I like this play. The problem is Keith has the op here, holding the angle.
Toinu, though, he's playing for the peak that's slow and crafty. That's a kill already connected, shutting the door as well on his exit. Making life just that little bit harder for Legia, who will pick up the AWP, but even then, now looking to evaluate his options back towards mid as the whole team basically getting up on top of boost.
Confidence here, already been shown by the French side already in the first round. Bomb. Outside mid main once again. Big have no control towards B main or towards A main, and that could actually come back to bite them as you see Devil playing aggressive towards A main once again.
Alex falling back, exactly what he needs to do. Playing crossfire with Devil at this point. A nice smoke from GodB, at least making that a little harder. Flash towards Car could have came through. Oh, that is an angle I've ever seen one before. Ooh, backing off though, we nearly had an easy kill, but doesn't come through. Instead will be flashed. Just a 1-for-1, but still valuable for the French side. Peak comes in from Tapson, but the AWP of Toinu. Hungry for more, peak after peak, burning in the molly. Tapson capitalizing on that. As the bomb plant should be secured. Both players now on the CT side rotating from Car next. Maybe we'll have that angle on lock. Resistance walking up from CT wall. Both playing together. A lot of utility in play for LDLC. But they're not using it. No flashes, just get on the peaks, taking it nice and dry. Next able to make that work. It's all on timing, you gotta go fast. Next with the double. But no matter what, they were dead to rights from behind as Tapson was there. Right from Car.
16-15, even though Toinu wins the duel towards door onto Keith, who's holding the angle of the AWP, he definitely has the advantage there. With the man advantage, LDLC still can't bring it through, and Big win a must-needed round on the T side. If you remember regulation, they had a very solid 10-5 half on the CT side, and it was the T side that let them down. So if they can get 2 rounds on the T side of overtime, that means they're definitely going to be favoured going into second half.
You talked about the lack of really anything towards B from LDLC in that last round. Well, that should make up for it, right? 3 players being sent very early and aggressive, but they get nothing, so they fall back towards Vent. Oh yep. No, GodB, this could be the read of a lifetime.
He hears it as well. The question is, do they molly it out?
Toinu in existence. Both picks plentiful for LDLC as there's nothing that Big can do to trade just yet. Devil atop red, I like this position. It's aggressive, but not really much you can do from Big. Even if they take him down, the trade is so easy. Then for pretty much anywhere else on the site itself. Toinu just going to peek with his AWP at this point, holding for it as Legia just walk right into his scope. Just 2 players now for Big.
Yep, 2 versus 5 now. 40 seconds left on the clock of the bomb going through vents. So they can actually have a 2 versus 2 towards the B site if they make haste. But instead they make noise towards vent. The boost will come out so he can peek towards quad.
Not a big fan, Kiev. Waiting for Toinu. Makes it a little tough, Devil. This should be the play that makes it happen. The flash is good. Kill still connects. Kiev trying to make it work. Kiev with the P250.
This is winnable, 100%. It's the Molotov right now. He can molly off towards Car. Or he can go for the peak as well, trying to see if he can isolate into the 1 versus 1 between Assistance and Maniac. But the bomb is being planted. Now, how is he going to try and work his magic around the default site?
PK Main just peek out right now. He does. Maniac losing his life. Now looking for the flyaway. Kiev, the ace clutch. Big 17-15.
That's game winning there. 70-15 now, Big. Lackluster on the T side in regulation, but finally off the back of the crazy play from Kiev, able to find 17 in LDLC that might be shattered from the confidence being displayed by the German side.
The double up setup coming out again though from LDLC. That is what started winning the rounds on their CT side. Perhaps one piece of the puzzle that brings OT back for them.
Oh, I love this boost here. The run boost even. Jump on top of the toxic barrels. And it seems like LDLC aren't going to be facing into it though. The smoke comes out towards B main. And actually that's 2 smokes used already towards B from the CT side.
Realistically, all that says is things are looking good for Big right now. Of course, a lot more to LDLC in their comeback, but the double up setup was very prominent towards the latter stages. You hope to see some picks here, but when nothing gets done, those AWPs start to not drop in value, but become more problematic in some of those situations.
Bomb towards B connector. As it seems like Big is still trying to feel out their opposition and play slow. 1 minute left on the clock here. As Big might start to take the 1 versus 1 duels right now. They have a 2-round advantage on the T side, which means if they want to walk out towards door, towards A main, towards B, and have the 1 versus 1s, they have rounds to play with.
You have got the boost from Alex. Not quite wanting to climb over the lip just yet. Waiting. Should really be able to hear for GOB. Smoke going to be thrown. GOB spotting him. Oh no, not like this. Alex spotted out by GOB. Leads to a kill for Big and an advantage that'll prompt them just to waltz out on towards A any second now. Looking for an MBK-based opportunity. Waiting for the smoke. Devil holding forklift, but here it's spotted. It's the IGL from Big to lead the charge, setting an example as Toinu tries to save it. A double kill. Some very quick flicks. Next, good position, right place, right time. Good cross to the site as well. Try and secure the plant. Keeve, high away, exactly where he needs to be. Taken down Maniac. Leaving just existence. So much to do.
1 versus 2 here. From Big Kev himself. No utility, no kill as well in this scenario, but he's going to pick one up from forklift. Actually, no, he runs past it. Goes back for it, though. And now, Tabson and Keeve, they've heard him. They know exactly where he is. The bomb is planted, though, not for A main. So if he actually sticks on this, there's a chance here.
Start to take a few duels. Knows now player is in A main, but the volley is going to be good. The kill comes through, but he can't stick that. Time is the factor in the round.
He's got it.
I'm just going to wait.
Incredible. He actually takes a second of damage from the Molotov, and that 1 second was the difference between winning the round and losing it.
Some would argue that that 1 second, that 1 split-second decision, that's what makes a difference sometimes between a professional player and an amateur.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely. It could also mean the difference between winning and losing this game. For LDLC right now, they need to win all three rounds on their T side of Cash, as obviously the first team to 19 rounds will win in first OT. If both teams go to 18, then we'll be seeing second OT. And LDLC, they're no strangers to overtime.
So experienced in it, especially within the way the games have gone for the past month, and August as well. Another exciting month. Has been a very heated few months in general for a lot of teams within online Counter-Strike. So much to play and so many qualifiers. We're looking at Denver, Epicenter. So much to do. So many opportunities for teams to test themselves, learn new things, experiment. But also be crushed.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
I mean, that's been the past few months in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We've seen some exciting losses from teams that would never, ever be expected to beat teams, but it is what it is. We can get into that another time.
17 to 16, Big. They need 2 rounds here to finally close out Cash. The map which they were in the running to win basically the whole time, winning both pistols in regulation and actually in OT. The massive 1 versus 4 there from Keeve should be enough to get them the 1-1 tonight.
Early nading towards A main. Toinu going to be holding for the pick. Tabson giving him absolutely nothing to work with. Devil. If he opens up door, that could lead to a kill, but it stretches both ways. Legia holding for a mid-play. Hearing a lot of steps, bear in mind. Resistance, caught with a molly in hand, but somehow still standing. Eventually will lose his life, so an advantage being employed for Big, but Toinu peeking out with the AWP begins to work it back into play.
Yeah, and that 4 versus 4 as well definitely favours the T side here moving forward. Smoke comes out towards connected with the support smoke. Gobi might be able to utilise that to his favour.
He's just going to shoulder peek it. He'll look for the information. When the flashes come through, he knows exactly now where they're playing towards. That's a lot for him to use in terms of just adjusting. Oh, his team responded around. So much time here, bear in mind, for LDLC. 45 seconds. It's a lot more than you think, but they have to tackle Keeve, who holding this corner very problematic.
God.
Has to be quick. Back of sight now, looking towards Checkers. Knows where Alex is playing, knows where Toinu is playing. Misses the follow-up shot. Alex under heaven. Another going to be missed. A crumbling AWP. Alex still trying to cross. 25 seconds now. Time becoming a lot more important. Next, holding to the left-hand side of the smoke. Tries to slip out the headshot, but that won't make happen. Not going to work out just yet. Taps the nade, buying time for Toinu.
Devil, though, look at this. Coming in from behind, but will it be too late?
The drop in. Taps already killing one with the frag. Lines up a second with a rifle. It starts to get better and better. Devil is coming in, but knife out, playing time. Not quick enough.
18-16 now, Big. Do win the retake towards the B bomb side. Devil. The rotation, the flank comes in just 10, not even 10, 5 seconds too late there. The players had already left heaven. They're on the bomb side by the time they did get in towards CT. If he was there 5 seconds earlier to shoot them in the back when they were CT, then that definitely would have been a very worthy flank. Alex right now sitting on 37 kills, so only actually able to find 2 kills in overtime.
The entirety of LDLC now bunched up towards that B site. He, with his all posted through the gaps in the smoke, spots out Alec. That's already one. Flash going to come through, potentially buying time for a second. Existence, you're blind, buddy. You're completely blind. Key, peek after peek. Burning in the fire and the flames. Existence now holding towards Vent. A frag grenade thrown at his feet, but look at Legia. Is he hearing any steps?
Well, they can boost Vent here as well. If LDLC boost towards Vent, which they have done, it's just moment to see and spot Legia, but actually he has.
Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Existence running out of ammo at the worst possible time.
But the site is clear. The bomb's going to go down here from LDLC. Now the retake shot again for the side of Big. Mount advantage, but Nex is low, but here's the Molotov. Can he use the molly towards quad or forklift before he does die?
How does Maniac's position play into the round as well? There's a question to be asked. What impact can he have towards mid, potentially catching off those rotate players? Has to be careful, doesn't want to be out of the round for too long. Meanwhile, of course, Toinu just looking to hold with his orb. Going to be mollied out, trying to get value for money at this point from his position as he burns in the flames.
It's not planted for him. It's not planted for him. They just have to stick him. They've won the round. He's came off it. Knife out. That should be it. Actually, no. Leg is miffed. Does he have time? They know he does, and it's going to go to 17 here from LDLC. Somehow, some way, Lega gets off the bomb. Trying to bait out Maniac to go over the peak, but actually whiffs it. And there you have it now. 1 round separates these two teams, as we could definitely be seeing double OT.
Very, very possible.
This should be, though, I mean, that should be, it should be 18-17 now for LDLC. It's just that massive 1 versus 4 from Kyiv, game-changing.
Inspirational stuff. Smoke coming in towards mid. Just a handed opener for Big, really, here. Nothing out of the box just yet. LDLC putting every single player back in towards B main. This could be them just taking the fight very, very swiftly through those smokes, taking Checkers control, establishing. Of course, everything being clear, close towards Carbox. Kyiv, an AWP in a very, very odd position, but the scope hasn't been heard. Gets the shot off now, looking for more. The second lands. Kyiv, so hungry in the round, finally will be punished, but you got the rifle of Legia from behind the molly, being dropped on the bomb. Maniac trying to go further forward for it, trying to see if he can pick off the kill. Knows where he is, should be able to peek out and take him down. Putting it all on towards Tabson. Has the kit, has the molly, has the flash, has the frag grenade, the full toolkit.
Tabson now the 1 versus 2. Does he know that? Oh, the timing there. There you have it. Second overtime now. 18-18, and LDLC, they just love keeping us in.
They really enjoy it. They really do. Their record 25-22. That was, bear in mind, Maus versus G2 tied up for the longest game, at least in European Pro League.
Is that season 6?
In this season, yeah.
Okay.
The longest OT in European Pro League is 25-22. That was Maus G2, and of course LDLC MB. Don't know about North America, but
who cares, really?
Wow.
I'm joking, of course. Yeah, I mean 18-18. LDLC this time managing to bring it back from defeat. Big having too much points, but still can close it out.
It's got to be said, there have been some big clutches. Some very, very big clutches. You keep describing it as a 1v4, but
was it 1v4?
It was 5 kills.
It was an ace, yeah, but it's really good to remember as the 1v4. Let me actually just double check. It was a 1v4. I'm checking Reddit right now, and it does say 1v4. So
thanks, Reddit.
Crazy Kyiv 1 versus 4. There you go. So it was the 1v4, yeah. Then again, if that didn't happen, could this be 19-17 in favor of LDLC and we all go home?
Exactly. I mean, I think it's fairly obvious to say those 1v4s and those big clutch plays that are game-changing. They really are, but looking at not the obvious points, looking at the ones that are much more subtle to the eye, what really springs to mind? I mean, for me, again, boost was often overused. Also, B main. Towards that second half, B main was a staple of everything LDLC were doing.
Yeah, I mean, the problem was that Kiev has been playing very well towards checkers so far on this map. For the side of LDLC on their CT side, Devil's been the linchpin towards their main, constantly getting so much information for LDLC to work off of their rotations. So, second overtime now, let's see if it's going to end here. Again, very similar setups in terms of the buys, single up setups across the board on both teams, AWP onto Toinu and of course the AWP onto Kiev. But this time, Kiev's not going towards B here, Ryan. He's going towards A main.
I like that because it means that LDLC are going to be kept on their toes. He's getting up on top of the back boxes on bricks, and I say kept on their toes for a reason, as Toinu has no idea to expect that. Meanwhile, Legia over in mid, fortifies a kill. He holds down mid, gets himself one, but Existence does secure the trade, pops out to the left-hand side, whips out a molly, setting Vent ablaze. Devil opening door, catching Kiev by surprise. Keeping us in a tight-knit 3-for-3. Maniac working B, a headshot on towards got B, leaving the site completely open. But look at the bomb.
Yeah, thankfully though for LDLC there's a minute to play with, and they still have the man advantage here, so they can still just wait. And actually the patience might pay off for them, because Existence is towards white box and should get the free kill here, which he does next. Unexpecting the position there of Existence towards highway. And now the 3 versus 1 Tabson. Trying to see if he can isolate the players, but Existence goes big once again. A big 3k there into the first round of the second OT as LDLC finally get to a good start.
Definitely the best way to start the show would be getting that first round, but can they hold on to it? Goes big, just the one AWP in play. Naturally, wielded by Kiev. Alex on 39 kills now.
Yeah. That's the thing. So far for Alex, he's been having a really stellar performance, but it's been mostly on the CT side. Hopefully for him, he can carry that forward into second overtime.
The entirety of LDLC right now just...
Yeah. They're lining up smokes right towards highway. 2 smokes towards highway. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, those smokes, they're not even out. Devil, meanwhile, he's well and truly out. He's on the site. The smokes begin to bloom. It was a quick 1-for-1 affair. Maniac starting to up the ante as he does make it a quick 2-for-1. Factoring in next into the round as Legia on the long rotate through door at this point. Teammate posted towards white box. Devil at least could be a kill for him to find, but will that prompt his team to actually move up and take the retake seriously? Swinging backwards and forwards. So much to do. Alex rotating in from car. Looks like Gobby may have read him. Molly being thrown. The bomb being baited. They're just going to stick it. Tapping away will be Toinu. Legia burning in the flames. Oh, the torp shot through the smoke. We've seen Toinu crumble in those rounds in the past twice in this game alone. But in OT, when it matters, he'll find the kill.
So, no massive rounds here from Kiev. No big 1 versus 4 clutches. Leaves big in the 2-round deficit here on the second overtime. 20-18 right now as LDLC take the lead. And if they actually find this final round here, and it goes 21-18, they have 3 match points to work with on their CT side.
Push towards mid. Aggressive. So aggressive and so rewarding. Devil, please. 2 quick frags. Well, headshot so dismissive on towards Towson. What can you do?
A site as well is going to be clear now. Next goes for the flash peek towards mid. I guess 1, but it's dinked, not even dinked up, so onto low HP onto 9. In the 4 versus 3 here, it's looking like the LDLC closes one out here, winning all 3 rounds of their T side.
Everything has gone their way. Big have just gone quiet. Full on shot eye. The positions they're in are so withdrawn, so far back.
Yeah, Kiev as well with an AWP towards mid main. Not the weapon you want in that scenario.
Next being so low means an easy and simple boost from Devil leads to just another frag for him in the round. He's tallying them up for 3 at this point as Gobby finally will slay the dragon. Burning Toinu in the flames as well, but Alex will finish it all off. 21-18. LDLC want to end this show right now. They
do indeed. 3 chances as well to do that. Obviously, if it goes 21-21, we'll be seeing triple overtime.
Have lost this before, though.
Oh, yeah. They've lost
it up
this
again,
before.
but
It seems like LDLC are always so bad when they have the match points at closing out the games, but then
come on.
they didn't manage to take it back when they were the ones looking at defeat when it was 18-17. But let's see now, with 3 chances on their CT side, they definitely should be able to pull this one through, especially when it was their CT side that really bought them overtime when they were in that 12-5 deficit.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the first part of OT, where they were struggling was their T side, and that's why they were opting to go so heavy in towards B main and go for these always kind of all-in like executes, because they were not picking up the rounds. The second half, second OT, sorry, they've much more improved. That T side looks more refined. They were picking up those executes. Everything was going their way. It was aggression and a quiet CT side from Big that allowed that to happen. So now when you put them back on their CT side as well from LDLC's point of view, this should be their game. It should be fairly easy. Everything points at it. All the signs from OT, from normal time. Everything. But history is history. Let's see whether that'll have any effect at all.
Going into the first buy round here on the CT side, we'll be seeing more A main control or A main presence here from LDLC. 41 kills here from Alex. Let's see if he can make that 50 and have a very, very strong dominant half here as we go into the second half of the second OT. Again, very similar buys across the board here from both teams. Single up setups onto Big, and of course LDLC. Kiev going for the run boost here towards the Toxic Barrels, holding for a peek towards B, but no one's really giving him the advantage just yet.
LDLC notably completely dropping the double up setup now from play. Insistence. Flash after flash going to be dropping in towards B. Toinu, very aggressive work through door. Creeping on up, really looking to extend that out and get that information. And it could work out so wonderful. Godby gonna lose his life. Toinu now falling back, knowing he's got the pick. LDLC need just that one round, bear in mind. So getting first blood is so perfect.
It is indeed. Smoke comes out towards Connector though, and now they can potentially go for the A main split through Highway and of course A main. But then again, if you're Big, you had a lot more success towards the B portion of the map here.
The read is perfect. Look at the aggression from Toinu. The minute those smokes came out, he got in towards A main nice and deep. LDLC should know it's a B play. Tabson dropping down. Flash looking like it's going to be coming through to buy time for the peak. Frag grenade backside as well. Big, everything is there for you to take the jewels. And they go your way too. But aggression towards Heaven, but next, cutting it down. 2 headshots, make that 3. Legia supporting him as he steals away the frag.
That one out towards Heaven. Will be taken down by Kiev's AWP, leaving Toinu last alive here with the AK. Now that it's MR3, 16k, you can't really play for exit kills and try dent or whittle down your opposition's economy. There's no real reason to save her as well.
No chance either. Kiev will finish him off. Big bringing it closer and closer. 21-19 now. 2 more rounds needed. Still, the singular RUP setup from LDLC. Still trying to push this over the line.
Oh, he's going to go for the wallbang again. Let's see if it actually finally gets some success here. No. No, it doesn't. Anyway, 21-19 now. Big 2 away from forcing triple OT. A main control once again for the side of LDLC as they really do like taking control of this portion of the map. And with good reason to as well. If you have complete control of A main, it really does funnel Big towards one sector of the map. Question is though, which sector is it, A or B?
Legia going to be put under pressure. They move right into him. Well, yet to fall, finds one. Looking for a second, his whole team being aware of these pushes. LDLC looking almost blind, quite literally in some cases. A 3-man advantage. LDLC looking rusty on their CT side suddenly.
How are they so poor when they have the match points here? This is ridiculous. They had 3 chances to close this one out, and now it's going to go down to 1 unless Existence can win a 1 versus 5.
I've seen some sick clutches, but that's not happening.
Yeah. 21-20 now, Existence and Co. LDLC on their CT side have 1 more buy unless this goes to triple overtime.
Come on, just get it done. Every time, LDLC, every time. It's so frustrating to watch.
It really is. They're so bad. I don't want to harp on this team, but obviously, massive congratulations for them to bring it back from 12-5, but when we cast them as well versus Envious Academy, they had so many match points to work with, and just can't close it. It seems like when they have 21 to 20, oh sorry, 21 to 18. They had 3 match points. They were playing so aggressive, trying to force the issue instead of playing their own game. Go back to what was working. Play a default setup. Play nice and slow, which they're doing now, and hopefully this will merit them the 22nd round here, and that's that 2-0 win. I'm
a simple man. Very, very simple.
Yeah, I know.
If you bring things back and then lose an OT, you still lost the game. That's all it means. They need to win this for that comeback to have any merit at all. Tabson looking like he'll go over boost with his teammate.
Eventually he will do, yeah. Alex, though, this time is pushed in through middle. Let's see if he's going to get some success here.
Oh, could he be the playmaker? Could he be the factor that allows LDLC? Keeve spotting him out. Completely denies any sort of opportunity. That already sets LDLC off on a bad foot. Godby flash as well towards Highway. Looking like a kill towards Devils. Easy for them to find. Existence.
What is this?
This is just sloppy. Toinu, it's all on him. He'll burn in the flames practically, and if he's not, he'll die to a rifle anyway. We're going to more and more OT. 21 to 21.
I mean, I said this was LDLC's game to lose. 21 to 18, 3 chances to close it out in second OT, but they just can't do it. Each player tries to go for these crazy 1 versus X plays. Alex pushing towards middle, trying to go through the mid smoke. He had Existence jumping through connector smoke, trying to go huge. Why are they trying to go huge and win the rounds? Play default, play what was working in regulation time when you won 10 rounds in a row.
I always think last ditch attempt. That's what comes to mind.
But why? They have so many. It's just mental, isn't it? Usually when you're in a deficit and say you're big, right, and you're in the 21 to 19 deficit, right? 2 rounds is what you need. They're the times where you take risks, trying to bring yourself back into the game, not when you have the advantage like that.
Absolute madness. It really is. Of course, a period once again for both teams to talk things out. Look to think about everything, of course. Let's take a look at the standings and see how this match could potentially shape out the rankings. Snarls, we talked about this pretty in depth at the start, but it was Fnatic 11 to 3.
Oh, they lost today. They played versus Godsend, right?
Yeah.
So they lost 2-0 to not Godsend. Was it really Godsend? Wow.
It's the all Swedish affair, I believe.
Yeah, the Swedish derby. Wow, Godsend have been doing well. I'm going to check HOTV actually real quick just to double check that, because that's surprising. Especially when you consider how dominant.
Was that or NIP? It was definitely 16.
Oh yeah, it might have been. No, it was FaZe and NIP, correct?
Yeah, FaZe NIP and then Fnatic Godsend, and the scoreline for Fnatic Godsend was 16-12 and 16-11 respectively. Yeah,
just going to check now actually. So, yeah.
Production whispering in my ear, on the ball as always.
What do they say to you, mate?
The map scores.
Oh, okay, there you go. So yeah, obviously Fnatic's still #1, even though they did lose 2-0 to Godsend. And the teams playing right now, big, 5-5, and of course LDLC 5-3 right now. If you're LDLC and you win this map here and you go 6-3 with the 12-round difference, you're actually going to go ahead of Godsend and Ninjas in Pajamas, so you would instantly go to 4th if they win this one.
What games have they got left to play a Pro League? That's the next question for me.
Yeah.
What are their fixtures?
I mean, overall you play 28. Overall you'd play 26 games.
Yeah.
13 times 2, obviously, 13 teams, round robin. So we're pretty much halfway through the season.
It's getting tight. Very, very tight, isn't it? You just, again, you look at how close things are, how much one game could shake it up. Of course, going back to the game at hand. That's tight as well, but... I mean, what was interesting for me was they did drop the double orb. Now, maybe you can add to the reasoning behind that. We saw them use it practically the entirety of that first and second OT, I believe, but in third it was non-existent.
From which team? LDLC on the CT side? Yeah, the problem was, though, Existence was the player that was bringing out the second AWP, and you saw in the last round where he jumped through the connector smoke. He wasn't AWPing.
Yeah. So just a playstyle change then.
So the longest game in Pro League so far was 25-22, which we casted. How many rounds is that? What's that?
I really wish I could check the North American side as well, just to see if that is total, because that's the one thing we don't.
Yeah, but we'll just say European so far. At this point, screw it. Let's just go for the longest game of Pro League.
Is that what you want now?
Yeah, I'm past the point of caring. Let's go.
Keep us here all night. I'm ready.
I mean, I'm not taking the train home tonight, am I? I've got nothing else better to do. Apart from sit in a hotel room and look at the ceiling.
You love it. It's been a great day. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Netflix, the new best friend.
I don't even have that, mate.
Oh, that's a struggle.
I know.
I feel for you, man.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? Don't answer that, actually.
I mean, yeah. If you want to keep this PG-13, let's move on.
Big. They want to try and push this one over, of course. They know that LDLC are struggling. That should really be feeding them and their mentality as a team. The idea that they can do this. We can do this. What do they need to change to make it happen? Of course, some of their rounds have been looking arguably aggressive in towards mid. They were looking to very much punish LDLC on those T sides, charging the likes of White Box. And it was good, but things were always very, very close. If Big were trying to take a more decisive approach into this game, what avenue would they run down?
For me, I felt like Big had a real good amount of success when they went for the group style, the contact style of play. Going for heavy door control, 3 towards door, 2 towards their main, smokes towards highway, and smokes towards default as well. I kind of liked it when they went for that sort of play, just because I felt like LDLC were playing so sporadic towards the sites. But then again, the question is, can Big keep taking advantage of middle from LDLC, as they seem to be having 2 middle, 1 towards B and 2 towards A. Actually, going to be the boost coming out once again towards Shroud here. This is the 3rd time they've done this, and both times it hasn't really had success. Oh, forget it, please forget it. Oh no, Leg is going to hear all of that. Now he knows exactly what LDLC are trying to do. If he opens the door in seconds, this is game changing, because now they know that Alex is towards Shroud. They can set up for a boost towards, not booster, but play towards middle. If they go towards middle, know that Alex is towards boost. That's a very easy round here for Big.
A simple A take potentially on the table. Of course, worth noting that I talked a lot about the double up setup. It's back. LDLC have gone for it.
Why not? MR3 16k, you can afford it now.
McGee.
Please tell me you heard the jump there.
I hope you did. Like, yeah, at least with the smoke, but Molly pushing back.
So far, so good though from Big. You can see them grouping up towards outside B main. Existence with the op though. If he misses the first shot, could that be the end here for LDLC already on the CT half?
I like the fact that there was an main. Please tell me you heard the jump. Are you seriously telling me you didn't hear the jump?
Somebody could have been coming, or somebody could have been talking over him. Oh, can't hear everything.
Look at Devil. Flash is good. It won't be good enough. Next, he's able to trade it back 4 for 4. The position of Godby sets him up as now a catalyst into the round. Could explode out highway, or just be patient, act as almost a lurker. Look to see if Toynu tries to get too close. Tabson, a headshot on towards Alex. It all falls into place. Big. A plant looking very likely.
Oh, that molly could have been it. Oh, if that Molotov went a few inches deeper, then that could have been game-changing.
Thankfully it wasn't. Would have been a bit awkward to watch. Just Existence has an AWP, so I guess he's going to save. Not really the biggest topic in the world, of course.
Yeah, you may as well at this point. Obviously, if you do buy the AWP before utility, it costs $8,000. And when you have MR16k, if you go for the full buy of the AWP, you can only buy the AWP twice if you do lose both those rounds. So saving the AWP just gives him some insurance.
I guess, yeah, opens up the 3rd round AWP play.
If they do lose both rounds in a row, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of ifs and buts.
Oh, no.
Yep, you really got to hit those. I mean, what more is there to say?
Have you seen how Existence plays?
How do you mean?
He plays with the arrow keys. He scopes in with like 0 on the keypad. That's ridiculous.
His keyboard's at a really weird angle as well, isn't it? Like really aggressively.
Yeah, it's mental. Absolutely mental.
Who plays with the full vertical, like flat line?
Tarek, you mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, though, 22-21. As the game doesn't seem we want to go to sleep. As we head into another round here. Don't know what round it is, but it's another one. 44, I believe it is, if my math serves me correctly. Existence here going for the same play as you saw from Kiev, where you put the smoke down just in case the Molotov comes through and you can peek over it. And now Torno this time towards sandbags. And then the first shot, now they know exactly where he is.
Good situation for Big to be in, at least knowing where the AWP is playing towards. Molly on towards Tabson, trying to force him to take a few fights that he won't like to be in. Existence, why are you facing? You don't need to, buddy. Just sit back and relax. But instead, you peek out, you lose your life, you make a 4 for 4. Toynu then caught in CT in front of the smoke. That's just another frag to the tally of Big. The play towards the B side looks so easy for them at this point. Oh my goodness, next to the smoke on towards Devil. But insult to injury, as it is just Alex, last man standing. What on earth could he possibly do? It's a 1v4. A tall order being asked from him right now.
Thankfully, he's a tall guy.
I'm so disappointed in you.
What do you mean?
Could have said anything but that.
He is, though. Rather lanky, actually. We'll let him off, though, because he's playing very well. It's going to go 23-21 now. Big. Getting ever so closer to taking it in third overtime. Obviously, now we're in third OT. The first team to 25 rounds will secure it. So now that Big are on 23, they only need 2 more.
It'd be interesting if LDLC win 1 round and then Big went out on 25.
What do you mean?
Just if it goes 25, 21 again.
I feel like it'd be nice if LDLC win this map. The reason being is it's Alex's birthday. I believe he's 25 today. Win it on 25.
Win it on 25, LDLC get 22, and we have...
But how much longer is this going to be his birthday for? Because he's been playing this game for a very long time. He's got 45 minutes left to celebrate his birthday.
I think we go mad on the desk, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see how this plays out. Molly towards boost. Okay, you've got the smoke down as well. Toinu going to get aggressive through main. Should be being tested, but getting on top, of course, the angle. Flash just fades. Spots out Gobby anyway. Can't quite take the shot just yet. Deep Molly does get thrown, but Legia is towards door, enabling to open it up and potentially try and catch a rotator by surprise. Does just that. Tabsa, meanwhile, walking close towards B. It's all about baiting the rotates over. Something is done very successfully. It's just one player on that site, all on Maniac. Got B to kill on towards Existent is perfect. Maniac getting nothing done at all. Big setting themselves up in a huge way. Alex not quite taking the bait. Will find the kill. Is it a little too late? Bomb ticking. Have to be careful. Being a lot more precautious about their approach through CT, checking each and every angle at this point. As Big are on these lurks. Pushing out, clearing the top of mid-garage. Legia doing even more. Kiev with the AWP shot and towards Alex. It gets worse and worse. 24-21.
And now the sides are flipped. Big win all 3 rounds on their T side. We saw the exact same in reverse for LDLC when they won 3 T rounds consecutively. And now faced with the exact same peril as Big did when Big managed to win 3 on the trot. Let's see if the same can be asked for of LDLC, or they're going to let it slip here. 24-21. We're close to actually reaching the longest game so far in Pro League. As long as LDLC win 2 rounds and it goes to 23-25. That's the longest game, yeah?
That is the longest game, yeah.
Wow. Feel special, mate.
No pressure on LDLC. Greater comebacks, but that's about it seems. The match once again goes live. A single AWP for both of these teams. Everyone fully stocked up overtime. The beauty of it being that you have every penny to spend, money. No longer the issue. The play seems to be from LDLC. Let's get ourselves in main. Potentially looking for a pick. The smoke, of course, going to buy a bit of time. The likes of Nex.
No presence towards B there from LDLC. Maniac using his grenades towards B main, but eventually going to come back towards A site. Now 5 players from LDLC grouped up outside A. Let's see if Nex and Tabson are strong enough to hold this wave of offense.
Going to be a big line of aggression. 2 very solid flashes, but no one checking towards Fork. It's a rookie mistake, but Maniac with the double kill may well have just saved things. A flash towards MBK, a peek from Toinu. Can he find a pick towards CT Rule? Yes, he can. Maniac with another tap on towards Legia, leaving just Gobby 1 man up against 3. As the bomb does come through, getting itself planted down on towards that site. Gobby, a kit on his back and a frag grenade in his pocket, and an M4 in his palms. Toinu holding the angle. The 22nd round secured by LDLC.
Still, though, Big have 2 more chances to close this one out in triple overtime. If not, we'll be seeing 4. LDLC now, group play towards A was effective. The smokes and the flashbang and the Molotov used towards B from Maniac was enough to keep 2 players towards the B bomb site, allowing a 5 versus 2 towards A. And by the time the rotations came in from Big, You saw the AWP was already towards Forklift, Maniac was towards Highway, and did too much damage here. So many teams now going for boost towards Shroud. Let's see if it can actually pay off finally.
Please don't make a sound. Not again. And here we go, nice and silent. Devil on the door. Biding his time. The smoke lined up. In position. Tabson watching down upon his opponent, acting. As the Valkyrie into the round, the flash comes through, they check forever, Tabson with the double kill. Now the lineup comes in next. It's all coming into play. Toinu last man standing, that will be it. And what a surprise, 25-22.
Same as the other game as well,
identical.
Wasn't it? Yep.
All three tied in third as the longest game in Pro League so far.
My goodness. So, Big going to be winning that one. In terms of the series, it will go 1-1 as LDLC win the first map. I can't remember what the first map was. Overpass, there you go. 16-13 for LDLC on Overpass as they take the first map. And actually, eventually, after a very long game, Big do take the lead and finish that one, what, 25-22, making it a 1-1 in terms of the scoreline.
Good for both of these teams in terms of their ability to climb up the standings. For LDLC, they will be gutted. Definitely,
especially when you had the 15-14 match point. You then had the was it 8? No,
they had the 3 rounds.
Yeah. They had the I think it was 21-18, 3 match points. That's 4 when you include regulation time. 4 chances to close it out, and they couldn't quite manage it.
This was a disaster in itself. So many key rounds, pivotal moments. What do you remember? What stands out to you?
Heavy A presence from Devil and Code towards A main. Very well played by LDLC on the CT side. For Big, it felt like Kiev towards B from Checkers, abusing the smoke there to extinguish the Molotov towards Checkers and really peek over it and find so many entry kills towards that B sector of the map. The 1 versus 4 from Kiev was crucial as well.
Look at Toinu, man.
He died after time though, so actually Big were the ones laughing in that scenario.
Sure, of course. I think a mention has to be given to Legia as well.
Oh.
Alex for sure, but Legia did start to deliver towards the end.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of pure firepower, Alex was definitely the one eating up the server. I mean, the thing is as well, you've got to remember, this was a 12-5 scoreline at one point, a 7-round advantage for Big, and somehow, some way, LDLC definitely found so much form on their CT side, winning 9 in a row.
But where did it all go wrong? What changed? You can't deny they weren't experimenting. They made differences in their play, whether it was the AWP swapping from singular to double, whether it was changing up the regression from set pieces on their T side through to very loose on the fly rounds. They tried to be out the box. They tried to be structured. Almost every side of the coin of Counter-Strike. What more could they do?
Don't know. Obviously a very long game, so in terms of what you can do and what you have left in the tank, at that point, you'd call this was game-changing here. The fact they won that force buy, that half buy when they saved the pistols, that was pivotal in terms of the momentum going forward for the rest of the game. And that set up that 9-round win streak.
Toinu, worth noting after that, of course, he was a big part of those CZ kills. Really foiling.
Alex played so well this game, especially towards the A side as well. It felt like every single time is mowing down multiple players towards default. This is only one of, what, 3 or 4 clips where they just kept peeking him and kept winning the spray battles. Those aren't crazy double dink headshots. It's just great positional play there from Alex.
That's really what it comes down to, just the kind of timing on his peaks as he slips in and out of MBK. Did the same thing towards quad as well, bear in mind, but all around really just having an impact. Maniac, of course, was certainly a shining light in certain scenarios, but it was tough. Very, very tough. That was, again, a good play from Alex, walking through the smoke, catching both players off guard.
The problem was, in overtime, it felt like LDLC kept trying to force the issue.
Yep.
Pushing through smokes, going for some very audacious and very risky plays.
I used the phrase last-ditch attempts, and I feel like, upon further reflection about it, that is just so fitting.
I wouldn't even say last-ditch attempts. I mean, you're right in the sense that they're pulling out all the stops, but the problem was they had 3 more attempts. It wasn't a last-ditch attempt.
But I mean, like, in terms of what they were doing in the round, it felt like their mindset was like, all right, if I'll put myself into the head of existence for a second when he's in connect and he jumps through that smoke. The only reason you jump through that smoke and go for that play is if you're thinking in your head, it's all on me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Each player tried to really finish the game off for themselves. You had players pushing through the mid smoke. That's Alex. You had players jumping through connector smokes. Very aggressive plays towards their main as well. Each player, I mean, this is the play here from Toinu. pushing door like that after he's done it so many times and missing so many shots but not falling back because he felt like he had to have an impact in the round to carry it for his team, but really he didn't.
That's the play. Existence flying through a smoke.
And then again, it was a 5v2 as well, so you can't argue they're just going for desperation plays to try and catch Big off guard.
Really sums up how they played that out. Of course, Nex atop the railings, the man to finish this round off. Beautifully done, playing the corner down to a T, of course. And it was what secured that map in favor of Big.
Yeah, took him a while, but obviously Big were the favourites there, especially when they had the 12-5 lineup scoreline in their favour. So thankfully for the German side, they do eventually get the win. But for LDLC, definitely going to be gutted because of how hard you fought to bring that game back.
Put everything into it, all their muscle, all their might. But they still fell at the final hurdle. They were unable to push it over the edge, and that's really what is heartbreaking for them, of course. But with that all said, this has been Matchday 14 of the European Pro League. My name has been Ryan. That has been Alex.
Slons, at Slons CSGO on Twitter, please. Thank you. Bye.
It really has been a great week of European Pro League, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to bring it to you. Of course, this will be the final time you'll be seeing us, at least for this week. Next week, there'll be 2 brand new faces, so we hope you enjoy them. We hope you've enjoyed us. We'll see you next time.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.